there, viewers. Sun Service here with more Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts as Japan. Now, we have had a bit of a switch up here. We're starting straight away in a battle, which this is the battle that I had to stop in the middle of the last episode due to us reaching our time limit with the stream, and as such I couldn't actually continue running the episode. All I will say to that statement is blame my music stuff. Right, and the Yakumo. Join up on the back of the battleships, I guess. That briefly worked, but not for long. Okay, so I want to use the HE here to find the range. And then we will send AP once the range is found, I guess, to mate. Okay, now we're at 92, at least on the flagship. Go AP, please. And AP on the 18 centimeter as well. Yep, the Russian battlecruiser, although they may look all big and scary with their 14... Hold on a second, what's 361? Hello there! Yeah. Again, we are very, very much behind on our technology level. Inches to centimeters, 36.1. They've got 14.2 inch guns in their battlecruiser compared to our 12 point something. I am focusing on tech, hopefully, instead of our roughly 12.6 inch guns. Oh god, Shinosoku had got a new captain promoted, and that new captain has now been killed in gunfire. Oh, fuck off. No, don't. Russian battlecruiser, you die first. What the hell are my torpedo boats doing that close to a enemy formation like that? The hell happened to North Carolina as well? You took a single penetration into your main belt from a 14-inch shell, and now you're disastrously going down. My god, right. You got retreat that way. Shinosoku, retreat that way. Okay, the battlecruiser is down. My torpedo boats are gone because incompetency, I guess. Um, line ahead, not line abreast, please. Mailed. This is not good. Why are you guys stuck going 3 knots? No. Right, we need to just run. And go for those light cruisers. I mean it, just go for the light cruisers. Because the light cruisers are equal death. The Yakumo is just taking 6-inch firing. We're getting them, I think, in the next 2 turns or something like that. You know what? Battle Division break. North Carolina, we took off the Americans and then refit her. Which, funny enough, we refit her with more armor than she had in American service. And she's, dying. Dying due to armor issues. Right. Shohei Shokaku. Sagami. Frenchie. You've already retreated. Yaku. Yaku. Look out. Oh no. Surprised they didn't hit Yakumo. Shokak, what are you doing? Turn. Faster. We don't have a vanguard. Unless you're calling North Carolina here a vanguard, but she ain't no vanguard. She is just some poor American battleship that's been now crippled by a single 14-inch shell. Crippled by essentially a single 14-inch shell. So Nasoku's been crippled by more than a single 14-inch shell, but she's essentially in a no better state. What the? And light cruisers are penetrating the armor. Well, it seems that we're no longer running American battleships. Shinosoku, can you make a turn? Shokak, time to speed up. Frenchie, speed, run. Speed and run. We sent North Carolina as reinforcements. It wasn't supposed to end like this. Yes! She had 35 centimeters of... She had a 13.7 inch, more exactly a 13.7795 inch main belt. It is admittedly less than Sinosoku. Okay, I'm seeing where the weaknesses is coming from. It's our extended. It's our extended belts. They are, let's just say, a little weak for the type of ship that we're running. Supposedly running, anyway. The Frenchie has less armor, and the Frenchie's been fine. So, I don't get it. No. The real-life North Carolina is a museum ship in North Carolina, if I remember correctly.
No reason.
Yeah, it's supposed to be something. I don't even know how to pronounce that, so I just call him Frenchie. Hiryu's getting crippled by like cruiser guns as well. I think those penetration values are out of whack. What the? North Carolina was never an Iowa-class battleship. North Carolina was the lead of the North Carolina-class battleships, which is North Carolina and Washington, and they entered service, I think, just after Pearl Harbor. Hold on a second. USS North Carolina is a museum ship and was commissioned April 9th, 1941, and was in the Atlantic when Pearl Harbor happened. The North Carolinas were the first fast battleships. Then there was the South Dakotas, then the Iowas. And no, there are actually distinct differences. Like North Carolina has a different forward superstructure entirely to the Iowas. Also, as well, the South Dakotas have 4 guns. Four secondary guns instead of 5. As well as also the South Carolinas have a more compressed superstructure. And then the Iowas were the only ones to receive the sort of famous weather covering thing around the conning tower. Probably explains as well why you think a certain American cruiser built post World War II Looks good. And we are not going to get into that argument again. We've already agreed to disagree. Oh, also as well, the Iowa has a different type of bow than the South Dakotas and the North Carolinas. But also as well, the South Dakotas have a single funnel, whereas North Carolina and Iowa have twin funnels. Hey Corey, welcome to my naval livestream stuff. Okay. Well, we all know how this fight's gonna go, so thanks to a game crash, we know how it's gonna go, and we already know what to do in this situation. How familiar are you guys with with Bracer Robin from Monty Python? Right, let's cue the music. I'm actually going to get the music up this time, so yeah. Screw you copyright claims, I guess, for once. I'm saying that. Brave Sir Robin ran away. Hold on, I need these headphones for it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, Alpharus, if you're so saying I'm cheating, torpedo boats, go back. You have thing to kill. I guess. Or die trying. I was about to ask what album are you listening to right now. Oh yeah, these things here are known as torpedo boats. Corey, as I know you don't know naval warfare much, they're small little boats with small little guns, and these things with tubes on them that are called tubes on them that fire a weapon known as a torpedo, which torpedoes are well known for being used to sink ships by poking holes underwater and causing massive explosions while poking said holes. You know, it is a bit hard to run away when the ship you're trying to run away from is faster than you. Ah, you're listening to Templars. I was listening to Templars a bit myself. Oh, and he's running from the torpedo boats. You gotta be kidding me. Kamikaze, good news. You are the last sacrifice boat we have For the glory of the Empire. Charge! Right, put everyone into line abreast formation. Let's try and get you all out of here. If we can, anyway.
Yeah. Get my jumper on now.
Okay, Namikaze, come on.
Okay.
Oh no. No. And Hamikaze's dead. Right. We're still trying to run away. Oh. Yeah, great. Great. Great, the Dutchman's just lost his rudder. I know the ship isn't called the Dutchman in name, but...
Yeah.
Okay! But, he's the Dutchman because it originally came from the Dutch. The ship did. Dutchman is, not doing too good. Just everyone go aggressive, aggressive. Aggressive, aggressive, AP. We're still going to lose a battleship regardless, I think, but I think losing the Dutchman is better than losing... she would have been Bismarcked if it were a torpedo that did it. But because it was shell fire and not torpedoes, she's not been Bismarcked.
I'm just going.
Oh, I just realised some of the 14-inch guns are wing turreted. Okay. No, why are you going for my Frenchman now? Don't. Or, yeah, or Danny Carey. He's a great drummer. Okay. Siniso can knock out. You gotta go help. You gotta help the Frenchman. Shokak. Shokak, Hiryu, and Sagami, you guys need to come back and help as well. I wouldn't know if it does fit this battle or not. I just know Templars is about the Templars, which were a group of soldiers for like the Holy Roman Empire, I think it was. No, something involving that, like religion and stuff, and didn't really end well. They're going for my light cruisers. No! No! This is... We just need a retreat. Full-on retreat. Get out of this situation. Will they even let me run away? Right. You're all turning, right? Frenchies to hit. Ah. I've listened to Templars, and I sort of find it a mix of Attack of the Dead Men, To Hell and Back, and The Last Stand. Because if you listen especially to the verse riff is To Hell and Back's main riff in a different key. I don't know what key it's in, because I'm not that much of a nerd, but I'm enough of a nerd to tell that it's a different key. Oh no. Line ahead. If we can sink the Tomzak, the Russian ship here, then we can at least... Okay. See ya, Corey. Okay, Tomzak's getting hit. Alright, just need to sink it. No, this is regardless going to be one of those fights we're going to lose, because I think the Frenchie's going to go down. Unless some fortune of luck happens, I think the Frenchie's going to go down. Come on. 3, 2... Okay. Battlecruiser sinks. Good news, our Dreadnoughts are still relatively intact this time. Alright, turn hard over. Hard over port. Hard over... Hard over port. Get your rudder in. Get your rudder in. Dud. Hit. Oh. Oh no. No, come on, Frenchie. Come on, come on. Why can't we just brave Sir Robin out of here without any issues? I think it's again taking its revenge out on me for previous good campaigns. So yeah, we've lost the Dutchman. We're going to lose the Frenchman. We're going to lose Frenchie. No, Frenchie. Yeah, we've lost Frenchie. We lost Frenchie. Somehow, what guns are these cruisers running? 29.4. What's that? 29.4. 29. They're running 11.5-inch guns on their cruisers. No wonder why their cruisers are actually being so deadly to us. Oh, Shohei, no, you're not dying like this. You are dying like this. Detach you from the Dreadnoughts. Yeah, detach you from the Dreadnoughts. Dreadnoughts run. Show you if you're dying. Well, you're dying now, I guess. Didn't hit nowhere near those compartments. Now those compartments are flooding. Oh, and then, of course, they gotta have the AI biased. Yep, we're losing another battleship. That's 3 pre-dreadnoughts. Oh, is that called technology? Oh yeah, we can't. We can't because we can't afford it. Oh, and we can't even afford to replace these ships because we can't afford it. Because some game doesn't want me to go through peace deals. Yeah, it seems that peace deals and no war is a foreign concept in this game. This is embarrassing, Russia. You're sending all this firepower now. You're still not really doing anything. Charlie! Jack! Dogs are barking. We had the same problem with the Germans as well, and we can't even upgrade our ships with how war situation is going. I mean, the best world would have had these things refit with better armor and stuff long ago. And then it doesn't help as well that all the Russian ships are bolted to the freaking deck with torpedoes. Well, have got many torpedoes bolted to the decks and stuff. I guess though Shohei here as being a sacrifice boat, it's keeping the other ships away and letting the other ships live. So I guess it's not all bad, her fate. But things are definitely not going well. We need to go and refit everything. Yeah, just end it. It's a defeat, I know. We lost Shohei. We lost 3 pre-dreadnoughts in the end. No, this is a proper defeat in both sides of the situation. Tactical or strategical. Because we are now down 2 battleships. We're now down 2 battleships. 3 battleships, sorry. Right, we're going to have to send Kashima, who I said I wasn't going to send out again. We're also going to have to send the Nishan out. We're going to have to send a couple more things out to help this situation out, I guess. Where are we with these hulls? 5 turns. Where are we with Dreadnought 2? Nowhere close. We're losing a lot of money here. You know what, if we're going bankrupt, we're going bankrupt in style. First off, all these things can go because their ships were all just sunk. And again, if we're going bankrupt in style, we need a new battleship. We need a new battleship. It needs to be resistant to anything and everything that our enemies will throw at us. As such, we, in this case, Harvey Steel. We're still running Harvey Steel in this era. Where are we in finances? Tech budget, tech stuff, sorry. 4 months there. Good. Range finding stereo 2 and yep. Bankrupt me in style. We're building 2 more Nishans. 2 more Nishans immediately. We're sending out the Nishan and a ship I said I wouldn't send into combat again. Well, wouldn't send into combat again this war. Yeah, I'm going to ignore that because, well, we had no choice, really. We had to spend the money, I guess, to save the thing. Save the campaign. Yeah, another fleet meeting. No, I do not want to go to war with them. We have the Nishan here now. And it's just the cruisers this time. We haven't got a large ship to be a problem for us. Or at least large in that, in the sense of the guns.
This truck got
Yeah, the cruisers with 11-inch guns are still there. Yeah, I know we need a peace deal. Like, I don't want to stay in this war for much longer, because it's bankrupting us, it's sending us right into a ruin that I don't think I can recover from. So, yeah. Sagami and Kashima into the follow unit. Nishin is leading. Nishin is leading, followed by North Kara, then Kashima, then Shokak, then Sagami, then Sagami, then Hiryu, and then bringing up the rear is going to be Sinasoku, because Sinasoku is the most damaged of my ships. Now the Nishin here still runs the 36cm mains, but it's got, yeah, light in the dark. It's got a 4.3 inch extended. That's probably not good, is it? 4.3 inch. It's the same across my fleet, and we are realizing now that the 4.3 inch belt extended is not a good thing. They're actually causing more pain, suffering, and misery than anything else. But Nishin, at least, is probably a little more equipped for this sort of mess than the other ships. Oh, we do have one of your Fukushimas here, the Isuzu. Oh. Yeah, never mind, I'm not bothered to sort out the light cruisers. Yaku. Follow the battleships. Destroyers. Follow the Yakumo. Now, avoid torpedoes is turned on for purposes of avoidance of torpedo damage and safety. Now, it's not the 11-inch ones leading, it's one of the heavies leading, so... Guess go full aggressive, full aggressive. Right, move to Graf Olaf. Right, Nishin, we are using a tried and true tactic that has been used in every single one of our battles that we have won, and that is the 180-degree turn of inconvenience. It's a tried and true tactic. Yeah, Isuzu is the Fukushima here, and she's actually leaving. Oh no. No, why are they charging in like that? It's the torpedo cruisers. The deadly ones. It's the deadly ones. Why? Why? Why are you charging in like this? Don't you have better things to do with your lives? Like, prolong them as long as you can? Right, move to Ryan, move to Ryan. No. 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 That just took out most of your structural damage and your crew losses. No. You're probably gonna surrender. That's a dreadnought gone. Wish I'd seen your crew loss. Come on. The torpedo boat's dead. From somewhere. Yeah. No. We've lost another battleship. I'm not going to completely run away this time. I'm going to run away with the ships that have got a certain amount of crew loss done to them. Like the Sinasoku. Yeah. Well, last campaign we soft-locked. The British one that was doing well, we soft-locked. This one, we're having crashes in battles. That then isn't making it sort of fun, because then I know what's going to happen, and so it's mostly just... Yeah, it's mostly just Braves are running out of here. Because Danger reared its ugly head, so we turned our tail and bravely fled. Right, so... Same old song and dance, but this time we are retreating with the ships that have got certain crew loss percentages, so... Those of you who wanted to see Sinasoku do another fight, newsflash, no. I don't know. Okay, good. Good. pause. So, North Carolina, you're staying. Here are you. Right, I need a going fleet, so I know Nishan is in the staying. Nishan, Shokak, and Kashim are in the stay. So, here are you. You're going. Sinisok, you're going. How's Sagami? Sagami is staying. Sagami is in good enough condition to stay. You two are following the words kindly laid out called Get the Funk Out. And I said the title of a song by a band called Extreme there as well. So, right. Suzu and Inibai. Light cruiser wise. Suzu and Inibai are fine. Ninawa and Izumi join there. Uribai is going to go. You join the going to go group. You join the stay group. And you form up behind the Isuzu. And then Take and the other destroyer, quote unquote here, is leaving. Now, also as well, what's our cruise speed? 13 something there, but I know for the pre-dreads it's slower, like 12.6. In Kashima it's 10.6, so yeah. 9 knots is fine. Enemy smoke is spotted to the east. I am preparing already with my speed reductions. Torpedo avoidance is turned on. Yakumo, you're a paper tiger, and so we can't actually have you here. Now, light cruisers, you have a job, and that's we might still lose, but I've given the ships that are definitely going to die the chance to not die. If you get my meaning. Like, the definitely gonna dies are now most likely not going to die because they're going to be too far away by the time the rest die. They're not going to die. Oh, they're finding their accuracy already. They're already Isuzu turn, and turn in GTFO. GTFO immediately. Right, so that's Oleg. The Oleg. The Oleg's more torpedo focused of the lots. No, get the Oleg. Get the Oleg. Oleg. If you don't like what you see here, well, this is annoyingly it. We Don't try to force feed you. Get the funk out. Yeah, I guess secondaries there and mains to Oleg is fine. Oh god, the light cruisers are in trouble. That's my light cruisers. For context of this statement. They hit their own with torpedoes. Oleg surrendered. NC is gonna get hit. And it wasn't a dud. Right. Battleships bring up speed. Okay, Ryan has sunk. Why are you three just circling like that? Oh. I'm just also realising one of the ships that we've just had here. We got here is the Tamar. Yep. I just mentioned her name and now she is in her death throes. Although, no, it's not like the other times we've had Tamar mentioned. Tamar's dead. This was a case of bad idea, bad idea, bad idea me. I should have known my light cruisers wouldn't be up to scratch, given that their light cruisers are literal torpedo machines. Yep, there goes Mogami. Izumi, yeah. Izumi's in trouble. Okay, they're down another cruiser. Overall, we are still relatively winning this particular engagement. Yep, Talon is going down to structure. Finally, we're actually getting some results now. No, your Fukushimas are fine. Isuzu's fine. She took, a teeny tiny 11-inch hit that, over-penetrated her. 6 centimeter armor plating. Well, do we have an area that's 6 centimeter armor? No. But something, over-pen. The, heavy cruisers overpenned something on her. That's about it, really. Okay, 180-degree turn of inconvenience is being conducted now by the IGN North Carolina, IGN Tsugami, IGN Nishin, IGN Shokaku, and IGN Kashima. Oh, that's normal light cruiser shells. It's definitely not the other heavy cruisers, because it's not the heavy cruisers. There's the heavy cruisers are the ones getting the hits there that are penetrating. I really need to go through and fix this armor. But I'm waiting for Krupp before I do that. Come on. Kashima, complete your 180-degree turn of inconvenience. Okay, Izmirud is going down. I think we leave and come back for the heavy cruisers. Ah, that's just 11-inch shells. Oh. No. No. Why? 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 Is this the point to say that we're losing Kashima? Yeah, and I specifically brought her back to help, and now she's dead. Yeah, we're not winning against these armoured cruisers. The protected cruisers we finally dealt with, but the armoured cruisers... No! Why are you getting such good hits with such inferior guns that shouldn't really be able to penetrate my battleship's armour at this range? Right. Please, that cause enough instability on him that he can't kill you. Oh no, that's just bringing more of his guns into action. End it, end it, end it, end it, now. We did lose Kashima, yes, but... still technically a victory. On the technically a victory count, I'm going to take it. I'm going to move you guys a little further outward. A little further out. Issei is out for 2 more turns in Petro. Pavlovsk. Got another turn there. Yeah, we're not getting the government bailout there. Alright, well, we're about to take Siberia and Russia at least, so that's some good news. Not much, but some. Okay. No, I don't want to threaten another nation to war. What I want is this war to end. Preferably quickly. are going to temporarily move the entire fleet into Petropavlovsk. We need to do emergency repairs to the fleet. We need to do emergency repairs. We need money. Yamato and Shohei 2 are going to be building. Right, let's stop that. I'm going to have to annoyingly temporarily suspend that operation there. Like, yeah, it's going to be another single port strike that's going to be an issue, but... Right, repairing... Issei's back, which is good. So everyone to defend there. We're going to have to prioritize ships. Sagami, Hiryu, and Shokak are suspended. Sinasoku, I'm going to temporarily suspend you. Suspend the constructions as well. We have a few thousand tons back, so I can probably continue Shokaku's rebuild, well, repair. As we enter 1910, I hope we can finally peace out, because I've had enough. I've had enough, like, literally. Literally, if we don't peace out within the first 6 months of 1910, I might just quit the campaign. Okay. And the good thing is, if we peace out, it's going to be classed as we won the war. Regardless of how much I don't believe that, given the fact that we've lost so much to the Russians in terms of our ships. But building new ships, move. Nationalist 1. Peace has been signed. Yes. Now, show me. Do I want it? No. I'll just take the money. This is the situation, I'll just take the money. Yeah, some of you guys are going there, the rest of you guys are going to Space Soup for now. Space Soup for now, and then I'll have to sort out, like, Petropavlovsk in proper. Again, in more peacetime situational environments. But we're in peace. We're in peace for once. For once. It only took 14 years of in-game time to finally get said peace, but we're at peace. It's the new, larger cruisers. Charlie! 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 Charlie, here! Jack, that's not me being mad at you for once. Only one looks... Oh. Oh my. Kasagi... Only you survived? And then... in a case of her class survived. And that's in part due to the fact that Queso never went to sea, really. If you want to be accurate with statements. Okay, so we're in peace. It's great. Alpharus, you still there? Right. Things are beginning to look up. We found oil. Okay. Everyone to limited. It's not already at sea and stuff. Pairs or whatever. So it would be this next turn that we begin refits, because we finally unlock Krupp, which is a good thing. Portugal, where's Portugal in this list of mess? Portugal's the closest nation we are to going to war with, so if I can fix my mess with them, then we're all good. Okay, so I'm going to send the only surviving Kasagi, and, like, yeah. Going to send the only surviving Kasagi. I'm going to send another one of my cruisers, the only surviving Taka something as well in, and then I'll sort out the Yakumos. We have semi-oil now, which is sweet. We were also now going to say we realise the horrors that electric gear has brought to us, and so we are no longer using full electric gear. Cat ballistic standard ratio is fine. There, advanced. Upgrade mark again. Upgrade mark. Is this one where I can fit? No. This ain't one where I can fit the new, better barbette system. Guess take out those. .9" guns. Right. Yeah, there's nothing really else I can do to a single ship. Alright. Kasagi, he made it, I guess. At what cost, though? A bit of cost. I know the 7.9 is going to have to be taken off. I know we can fit a barbette on here, so I'm going to fit that barbette. And I'm going to increase this singular surviving light cruiser's capability. Charlie, it's all fine there, boy. Don't growl, please. Charlie! Charlie! It's all fine there, boy. If you want me to reassure you, there you go. There you go, I'm reassuring you, boy. Coincidence, advanced, TNT, cordite, capped, then cap ballistic, standard race, croup, barbette free, double bottom, Citadel 2, anti-flood, for a semi-oil steam turbine, auxiliary driven, hydraulic steering, electro-hydraulic. There you go. You okay now? You gonna not growl? Okay, gonna save your rebuild. Rebuild, refit. Well, it's more a rebuild because we're adding an extra turret to the front. So, and then the poor Yakumos. Yeah. Yeah, the poor Yakumo class ships. These guys have been to hell and back. I think as well, with the clarity of the war being over, I'm going to not go ahead with those 2 extra missions. The 2 extra missions are going to be broken up on the slipways. and I'm instead going to... Well, I'm going to need to rebuild my armoured cruiser fleet. I'm going to need to rebuild my protected cruiser fleet, so... Protected cruiser wise, I think I'll probably work on essentially a what do you call it? Sister design slash maybe upgrade to Fukushima, like to do my own variant of the hull. Variant design on the hull and whatnot. Cap ballistic, increased AP. It's 8 centimeters. Yeah, you're perfectly armored for a armored cruiser, so there's not really much I can change with your armor. You got 23 centimeter guns, which good. Okay, so the Yakimos are done. They've been upgraded. Like, probably do these refits. Once the refits are done, I'll be able to do like my own new cruiser of some design. So Yakumo, Keiko, and Tengu. So yeah,
I've just got back, but I'm going to go to the shops real quick.
okay,
Like, just to start.
right, that's fine. Forced draft boilers and stuff. Finally. Okay, so yeah, again, post-war clarity slash economy slump slash other stuff means that Yamato and the other one there don't actually get built. Hiryu is going to get a refit, don't worry about that. It's just her refit's going to be a while, to say the least. So we have Southern Siberia and Petropavlovsk from the war. That's good. We're slowly regaining our losses and transports, and we'll regain our heavy cruiser losses and stuff, I guess. As much as I hate having to rely on them now because they're old in the tooth, but we do have the Toyotas still. The Toyotas can probably still hold out. May not be the best to have them still hold out, but what other choice do I have? Given circumstances. What other choice do I have? Because Yakimos, they're getting redone right now, so that should be fine. Portugal, we're going to do improvement of relations with on a large scale. Got stuff going there. Gonna do a 7-month dockyard construction program. It's gonna bring us back on track with stuff. Like, we're not exactly going to be randy dandy o all singing praises and stuff, but if we can get on back on track, that's the best we can do. That I have to do. Okay, yep. Arm piercing capped ballistic, I think, is now available. Okay. Yeah, refits are done. And then another turn, then I'm going to bring the Hiryu in for rebuild, and we're going to get new armoured cruisers. Because we need new armoured cruisers. But this is going to be a little... This is going to be a little interesting because we're in the era of battle cruisers, yet we're not physically able to build battle cruisers. Which is funny. Actually, we can build battle cruisers in 3 months. Well, a turn now. So I'm going to send Hiryu in a refit. We're going to do new battle cruisers, but then it means that in the heavy cruiser department we only have the Yakumos. That only still have the Yakumos, and the battle cruisers are going to take longer than it is to build new. Yeah, but this is our problem. This is the problem I'm at right now with the Navy, is what do I do? We're in such a shift in priority. Do I shift my priority now and do what sort of Monroe did with the Brazilian campaign? Do I just focus on a fast, high-speed sort of response fleet that can hopefully match up to anything that they encounter? Essentially, what I'm getting at is early fast battleships and sort of have my own force de rapide to go and fight against anything and everything that it has to encounter. Like, I know 11 centimeters isn't enough. What's 6 inches, like 15.2, right? Yeah, 15.2. 15.2. 15.2. And then the deck goes up to 11 centimeters. .5 there. So yeah, we are bringing in our hard-earned lessons. That is a definite. We're bringing in the hard-earned lessons from the war. The war of continuousness. And we're bringing them, the hard-earned lessons, into rebuilds, but also new builds. Like our first battle cruiser. This thing is going to take up the name of a carrier, actually. Charlie!
Shall I lock the back door? Dad's pub.
Yeah, do it.
Okay.
Cargo. No, I'm gonna take the name Zuikaku for this ship. Our first battle cruiser is gonna be Zuikaku. So I just need to find the name. That was all. Right. So, yep. Battle cruiser Zuikaku is going to be the first in what is going to be a hopefully long and successful line of large of fast battleships, really. Yeah, you have an optimum speed of 28 knots, so I'm going to heavily armor you with your belt. You're going 35.6. 35.6 is a 14-inch main belt, which is about the maximum we could. Which is about our battleship set already, so I guess we're already great there on that front. Now, as for what we're going to use for guns, the 32cm gun has been successful, but we need to go into a new era. That new era is going to be of the 34cm gun. We're going up like 2 centimeters increments. I'm gonna say so. Now, yeah, this is going to be a interesting fast battleship, I will say the least, because I'm going to base, at least layout-wise, this off the, or do I? Do I not? Do I just have the forward super? Yeah, I'm gonna have a forward superimpose because the forward superimpose is important on any ship I design. Right, so if I have you go there, which is about as far forward as I'm putting any of these turrets, then if I put a U-barbette there, you fit in everything but the width. We're just gonna follow what we did in the British campaign and not care about that width issue. Now again, this ship is a fast, it's essentially like a really fast fast battleship, really. So if I'm going with that sort of, I'm gonna keep the same secondaries, the 15.5 centimeter secondary turrets as we have on our other ships. No, I can't. I can't do it like that. Or if I choose out the system? Yeah, no, I can't do it that way unless I take a lesser secondary tower in, which honestly I don't mind in this situation. It's all the same firing arc as well, I guess. And then You got 155s again. The forward. Encasement mounts all along the ship there. I'm going to go with a slightly smaller main tower, just because we might be able to fit a forward 15.5 that can rotate. Get my meaning? Like, yeah, forward one like that, and then put you in a more centralized position there. Then that one steps in because the deck steps in, and then those two superimpose at the back there, like so. Yeah, yeah, good. Space this out a little more to make it look a little more natural. .2 15.2. Main deck is going to be 11, then 5.5. The conning tower is going to be 11 centimeters as well. .5s in all those placements, which is good. Okay, so yeah, again, this ship is gonna be more a fast battleship than a battle cruiser. Hence my armor scheming on this thing is more along the lines of a battleship than a battle cruiser. We are going to have to make sacrifices in this design, yes. But that sacrifice is going to be in part range. It's going to be in part as well, we're not going to do the 34, we're just going to do the normal 33 millimeter, centimeter, sorry. You know, no, I think going the 33 right now is too radical of a change. We're going to keep the 32 for one final ship, so to speak. One final grand design has the 32 centimeter gun, but the 32 centimeter gun is brought up to a 48 caliber weapon in lieu of us not going to the bigger gun with other things. But then also as well, it means I can go to standard. A standard superimposed barbette, which is lighter. Which is lighter, it gives us a little more freedom on the bow as well. Alright, I want an 11 centimeter 5.5. No, I made a mistake. You're supposed to be another 32. Not 33. 33 we found doesn't work for our needs. At least not yet works for our needs. Right, take out those two sets of guns there. Don't think we need the rear set either. We don't need the rear set, we just need the front set because I'm not confident with that single 15.5 centimeter turret being there, so or I'm actually going to take the calculated risk of no casements. No casements and then an extra turret there, but then that whack-it makes the rotation there a little out of whack, but I can move that forward to account for that. I guess this is going to be as good as we're going to get for do our shell setup. So the Zuikaku class, while it says battle cruiser, is more fast battleship than battle cruiser. And so yeah, we got Hiryu here for rebuild. And I'm going to build I can only build 2 Zuikakus right now, but Zuikaku and Haruna. But knowing that we have new and most importantly capable capital ships on the way is going to do wonders in assuring my mind about the future of this campaign. I'm going to go take a bath and break. I'll be back momentarily. Okay. But yeah, having the Zuikaku as well, I think it's going to freshen up the fleet as well. It's going to freshen up the fleet. It's going to give us new ships to run with. Newer ships to run with. Hopefully better ships, all things considered. 3 turns of Dreadnought Improvements 2, 7 turns for Preheater. We're getting back on track. Don't need Transport Cap as much anymore. Hiryu's design. Yeah, the Sagai design, I can sort that out later. Getting, what are we getting? Naval barrels 4 in a turn. Getting 5 large centerline guns in 2 turns. Which I think... I'm not going to go for that. Okay. We're allied with the Greeks now. Oh, I just remembered the Atishi, the unpronounceable class of light cruisers. Those things are actually... Right, so, yeah, the Sagais, semi-oil, turbine driven now, forced boilered, still keep the hydro steering, go electro hydro on the turrets, TNT, cordite, so yeah, these torpedo boats are actually going to stay in service. Slash, we don't have any choice, they're staying in service. 27? 28? Come on, 29? At 28 knots is the speed. Yeah, the Sagais are updated. Sagais are updated. They're going to live. Right, so Sagais and poor Chiyoda. Chiyoda's going to have to get rebuilt as well. The surviving Chiyodas. Like, a lot of my ships took hits. We lost entire classes, things haven't gone just well in general for my ships. Coenso, 19. TN, Cordite. Ballistic. Alright, push the Toyotas to 22 knots. This it pains me that they have to stay in service when these things aren't I don't think they're suitable for any more service, but I don't really have a choice in the matter again. I do have a choice, but it's a choice that's going to hinder my... Yeah, I can't do the Toyotas. They're just... The design's too old for me to upgrade further. So, they're going to be... effectively, effectively put out of service. Like the Toyotas, their design's now gone, but their death is going to be a slow, painful one that's going to be filled with misery. Right. Welcome to a new kind of tension all across the Indian nation. Everything is not meant to be okay. Five large center-line turrets. Like, yeah, I'm calling it now. We're shifting to a faster fleet. As a final commitment to this new faster fleet, I am laying down the battlecruiser Amagi. Now, the 3 surviving pre-Dreadnoughts are most definitely still going to have a big service life in them left, because yeah, they probably aren't going to have replacements until a while. Yeah, the Brits have, improvements to fire and directing. Mark 3 6-inch. Do I upgrade the Karis? No, I'm going to go into December of 1911. January 1911, sorry. And then we are going to we're gonna do a bigger build program for our dockyards of a year. So, yeah. Things are on the up. I can finally say that. Things are on the up. We've had the time now to go and, bloody hell, refit a whole bunch of our ships. Oh, one thing I am gonna briefly mention. You know that sort of ice bucket challenge thing that's been going around on like Instagram stories and stuff like that. Ah, I was nominated by a friend of mine, and I did it.
Ice bucket challenge. So my nominations are going to be Rosie J, Max, and Brandon Gregg. Yeah, he has 24 hours to respond, and he does nothing.
No, we're not sharing money with the fricking British. We can't share the money. We can't afford to share the money that we have with the British. Armor forging, yeah, high percentage stuff there. How are we doing in GDP growth? That's my question. We're at a 10% a month rate. That's good. Actually thinking about it, of the ones I nominated, of my friends, or people I know, one of them still has yet to respond, which is hilarious. as we just came off a war with the Soviets, we aren't even ready to, hell, go to war again, let alone with the Soviets again. We're going to apologise. I've turned a new leaf and I'm apologising for my actions. Well, not my... Right. Yeah. We turn a new leaf, we apologise for our actions, which we didn't do, but... British Empire and Italian Empire at war. Oh, great. Yep, we got preheater and a turn. I want battle cruiser. Oh, I need new battle cruiser hulls already. Like, again, our new plan is a fast fleet. A fast fleet that then can kill and outrun anything it can't kill, and kill anything that it can't outrun. Sort of plan. It's got that while also having the armor, and so in theory the survivability of a standard battleship. And so if for whatever reason we do decide to slog it out with other capital ships, we can do that. Okay, so Soviet Union has laid down new battlecruisers, the Belgorod class. got a month till the heavy cruisers. 14,000 ton heavy cruisers. Right. I think 8 months is correct for the program I want to do. Nice dockyards. Just- we do need the money. That ain't going to one more battleship though. That's going to. It's going to one refit lot. A refit lot for torpedo butts. Because the torpedo butts need a refitio. Refitio. Hey, hey. Depth charges? No. Your submarines don't exist in this reality. You don't need the depth charges. .28 knots like the others. No, 27. We ain't getting much more speed out of this. Are we? Nah, not unless I take a gun off, which I've already done, so yeah, we're taking a gun off. Or we downgraded the gun. No, just take it off entirely. Okay, Kari, you are done. And well, this episode's done. Hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you all again. Sound service going silent.